Hello everybody, I'm Dana.
And I'm Danielle.
And we're the twins in Sarasota. Today we're going to be making a lemon drop martini, and we're going to be sharing this recipe with you so you can craft the perfect one at home. Now we're going to be discussing the tools necessary to get this drink in motion. First and foremost, we're going to be needing a shaker. This is the cocktail shaker we will be using for today's recipe. If you notice, there is a big cup and a little cup. This is so that we could top the little cup right inside the big one, which creates a perfect seal for when we're shaking up our cocktail. Next, you're gonna need a jigger. A jigger is a double-sided measurement tool. The bigger side is going to pour your larger measurements, 2 ounces to the top and then 1.5 ounces. And then on the smaller side, you'll get your smaller measurements like a 1/4 ounce, a 1/2 ounce, and 3/4 of an ounce. If you don't have a jigger at home, everyone has a shot glass hiding somewhere in the back of their cabinet. This is handy to do your pours as well. A shot glass holds 2 ounces. So for example, if you want to pour 1 ounce, you would just pour it halfway. If you want to pour 2 ounces, you'll fill it to the top. Simple as that. Next, we're going to need a strainer. A strainer is used for when our cocktail is complete in our cup and we're ready to pour it inside our martini glass, so we could just top it and pour. And last, you're going to need your standard kitchen potato peeler. This is going to be so that you can create the perfect peel as a garnish to top your cocktail. Next, we're going to discuss our ingredients. The first ingredient that you're going to need is vodka. Today, we're going to be using Ketel One, but feel free to use any vodka of your choice. You're also going to need an orange liqueur. We're going to be using Cointreau. This is a more top shelf, tends to be a little more expensive, but feel free just to grab a cheaper bottle of the triple sec. Next is a simple syrup. Now we have a simple syrup that we've made by combining a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar with a 1/2 cup of water, boiled on the stovetop until the sugar dissolves. Take it off the heat, let it cool, and you'll have the perfect simple syrup for crafting this cocktail. Now, what if they don't want all the hassle of throwing ingredients in a pot and boiling it on the stove? Yeah, if you need like a super time saver, they have simple syrup already bottled for you in most local liquor stores. The last ingredient that you're going to need is your granulated sugar. This is separate from the sugar you're going to be needing for your simple syrup. This is going to be to rim the glass with the sugar at the end to create that sparkly finish. Also, don't forget the lemon. A nice fresh lemon. Do not grab a bottle of the pre-packaged lemon juice. Now, let's get this cocktail rolling. First, we're gonna be pouring a 2 ounce pour of our vodka into the jigger and right into our shaker. Next up, our orange liqueur. We're gonna be pouring in 3/4 of an ounce. Now it's time to add a little sweetness with our simple syrup. You could tailor this to how sweet you like your cocktails. We don't like our cocktails that sweet, so we're just gonna be adding a 1/4 ounce for this cocktail. Last, but definitely not least, and probably the most important ingredient in this recipe, is the juice of a fresh lemon. Now, we pre-bottled ours by squeezing our lemons. You don't need any fancy squeezer. You could squeeze this at home by hand and it'll work out just perfectly for you. So to today's recipe, we're gonna be adding 1 ounce. Now it's time to add some ice to our ingredients in the shaker. We're gonna put it in the larger side. We're going to seal it and we're ready to shake. Now once we finished a very vigorous shake, and you'll know that it was vigorous enough when your cocktail glass literally has frost all over it. We want to make sure to create an ice skating rink on the top of our glass once we pour it. Now that our cocktail is ready to pour, we're going to give our martini glass some pizzazz. First, you'll need a lemon wedge. And we're going to take that lemon wedge and we are simply going to run it around the rim of our glass. And then we're gonna take that granulated sugar and we are going to just dip to make sure that the entire perimeter is sparkling in that granulated sugar. And now for our finishing touch, the lemon peel. You're going to simply take your potato peeler and you are going to apply firm pressure and just drag it down, and you'll see all those juices expressing from the lemon. And there you have it, a perfect lemon peel. We're going to squeeze it over the cocktail. Now for the best part, tasting our final product. That is so good. It's equally sweet and fresh and tart. Great job, everybody. I could definitely drink at least 3 of these. Cheers.